Hi, I'm Chris Garrison, and I'm here today with Gonzo and Brett of the Road Ghosts. They're featured on the cover of Foretell Late, the first book in the series, which is on sale for just 99 cents today on Cyber Monday. I'm going to read to you a selection from that, but I'd also like to mention that another Seventh Star Press book by the name of A Chimerical World, Tales from the Sealy Court, is on sale for 99 cents today as well, along with quite a few other Seven-Star books. But I'll have to say that my story, Sealy Goose, a modern fairy tale, is in that particular book. So what I'm going to read to you is a scene early in the first book where the guys are on the road, Jimbo, Brett, and Gonzo. After having seen a ghost, they're sitting in a pub in Effingham called the Effing Hole, talking about ghosts and on the road, which is appropriate for the series. Let's see. Gonzo gave him a dirty look. I don't know if it was a ghost or not. I don't think I believe in ghosts. Whatever it was, though, it was pretty strange. Anything that can make Brett here scream like a little girl sure is worth the price of admission. Brett protested. Me? I seem to remember you just about going off the road, screaming your head off. Gonzo snorted. You're both out of your minds. It was fog. It's a cliché, even. People have always been seeing things in the fog. Down in Bloomington, if you go off the main roads out of the surrounding country, there's always fog late at night. I've delivered out to the sticks and thought I'd seen all kinds of crazy things. Nothing scarier than this one time, though. He held up a finger while he drank more of his beer to wash down a French fry. Brett and Gonzo waited. This one time, I was down in one of the hollows out on Old 37, way out there. I don't think it was in our area, but it was a slow night, and the manager answered the phone and sent me out instead of having me put together boxes of rolling sticks. It was a big order, too, so it was worth it in commission alone. Anyway, the fog was thick that night, and every time I went downhill after going over a rise, it was like I was plunging into a cloud bank. I'd have to slow way down to 20 or slower. I was terrified I'd get hit from behind by someone going faster who couldn't see my tail lights. Luckily, it was 2 a.m., and I had the roads to myself. I went on for a long while, and it was pretty far out of town. I went up this hill and down into another pool of fog. The whole world went white from my headlights. Then, when something big loomed up out in front of me, something big, he took another dramatic sip. Brett and Gonzo hadn't taken a bite or a drink since Jimbo had started talking, and they continued to stare at him, drawn into his story. I nearly died that night, Jimbo continued. The thing reared up and I had to swerve just like Gonzo here did, just to keep from hitting it. He broke out into a grin as the others were still spellbound, waiting to hear more. Goddamn deer almost took out my pickup. Jerk, said Gonzo, finishing his beer. Brett snorted and rolled his eyes. Man, if you'd seen what we'd seen earlier, you'd have known it was The lights went out. After images of the room swam as Brett's eyes darted around to see anything in the darkness. Once his eyes started to adjust, Brett could see a few candles in colorful bowls on tables. The dim, flickering light was just enough to turn the locals into eerie silhouettes. The neon beer signs over the bar held a foxfire glow for a few seconds, then faded away. Brett found himself holding his breath. The bartender cursed. Brett felt a hand shaking his shoulder. Holy crap, what the heck is that? Look at the TV. Jimbo's hissing whisper right next to his ear made Brett jerk his head in that direction, and he could feel his feet go ice cold and his breath suck in involuntarily at what he saw. On the otherwise dead TV that hung in the corner above the back of the bar, there was a hand. It was as if someone was pressing their hand from inside the tube, and the pressure of the palm and fingers was making the phosphorus glow with a faint, sick, greenish light. Brett could see the lines on the palm and the creases in the joints. It seemed to glow brighter and brighter as the image flattened out like the hand was pressing with preternatural strength. Pressing so hard, Brett thought it might break right through the glass and into the bar. He held his breath, heart pounding in his ears, eyes riveted to the screen. He heard Gonzo swear on the other side of Jimbo. Then the lights came back on. The jukebox resumed as the song had been playing. The TV itself sprang back to life, showing sportscasters on ESPN discussing football highlights. Brett thought he detected a faint outline of a hand, an afterimage, but it was quickly gone. He looked around, seeing his two stunned friends, but the rest of the patrons just seemed annoyed rather than frightened. One of them kidded the bartender about not paying her bills. Had no one else seen the hand? And one of the great things about Seven Star Press books is that there are interior illustrations, and this is a spectacular drawing of that hand that Brett saw on the TV, as done by Bonnie Wasson, who also did the cover art. Anyway, if you'd like to read more of this, the book is on sale. The ebook is on sale in the Amazon Kindle store for 99 cents today, along with a whole lot of other 7-star titles. I will make the URL flash on the screen magically between my hands. Do you see it? This is where you need to go to get the deals for 7-Star Press today. The URL is also down here below in the comments area, well, just above the comments area. I'll put that in there to be clickable as well. I hope you get my book and that you enjoy it, and tell your friends and give me reviews, and make some friends along the road where the ghosts live. And I'll talk to you next time.